Hey everybody, Anthony Rogers-Wright here with my new friend Joe Sanberg, who is the founder of Aspiration Bank. And we're going to talk about some serious investment right now and how easy it is and why Aspiration is an amazing option for people. So first of all, Joe, can you just give us a breakdown on what Aspiration is, why you decided to co-found it, and why it's a good option for people who are looking to pull their money out of banks that are investing in fossil fuel infrastructure?
Yeah, well, we built Aspiration because you ought to be able to match your values and your money. There's so many millions of us who care about making a better world, but for whom it's hard to make sure that our banking, our investing, and our spending are aligned with our progressive values. And so the founding mission of Aspiration is to deliver you great financial services that you need, while making it easy for you to match your values in your banking, your values in your investing, and your values in your spending. That you should be able to have great banking that treats you like a human being, while enabling you to infuse your progressive values into your money.
Right. Now, I mean, this is a serious question because the divestment movement has done a very, very noble job of pulling out roughly $70 million in personal accounts. The issue that we're seeing, though, for a lot of people is that the people who are being most affected, most impacted by this fossil fuel infrastructure, whether they be Native Americans, African Americans, or low-wealth people, have found that some of the, if you will, community-based banks aren't accepting their applications because of low credit scores, low incomes, and whatnot. What can Aspiration do for people like that?
Well, there's a terrible problem in America in which $34 billion of banking fees are charged to middle and low income people. And they're fees that are attached to no value.
Right.
They're crappy fees like you don't have a low enough balance, you have too low of a balance in your account, you're using an ATM machine that's out of the network of the bank. It's it's a broken model where actually the interest of companies and people are opposite aligned.
Right.
Where literally the worse a person does, the better the bank does. And we have to fix that with a different kind of business model where people and the company win together.
Right.
Which is why at Aspiration, the only revenue we earn is from the voluntary fees that our customers choose to pay us. Because our view is you should only pay us if we're doing right by you. And we trust you that if we make you really happy, that you'll pay us voluntarily. And our accounts deliver you the services that you need with the dignity that you deserve. Mm-hmm. First, you don't pay ATM fees anywhere in the world when you have an Aspiration banking account. Wherever you use an ATM, it's free, period. No exceptions. Second, instead of paying you 0% on your savings like most of the banks do, we pay you 1% on your savings. Third, there are no account fees. So if at some point your balance falls because you're out of work or you have an unexpected expense, we're not going to plug you like some of the banks do with fees because your balances are too low, which if you really pause is just absurd.
Right.
That you're going to penalize someone for having too low of a balance, you're going to charge them at the exact moment when they're financially strapped.
Right.
It's totally inhuman.
Yeah.
Next, you know that when you bank with Aspiration, your deposits are not funding fossil fuel projects.
That's important. Can you repeat that one more time for the people?
Yeah.
Like just exactly what you just said, because that's important. What aren't their savings accounts funding?
Well, let me start by being crystal clear that your money at the bank funds what the bank funds. And so if your deposits are at a bank that's funding DOPL, your money is funding DOPL. And so when I say that your deposits at Aspiration don't fund fossil fuel, that means that you have the peace of mind of knowing your bank deposits that you give to the bank, your money, isn't funding things that violate your sense of values and morality, as it should be, right? But I'd also say, know that for the millions of progressive consumers who are watching us, if your banking account is with a DOPL bank, you're funding DOPL.
Yep. Yep.
Or Keystone,
or the slew of frac gas pipelines
Yep.
that are being constructed across our country.
And so if you're one of the millions of progressives who are looking for ways to impact the world literally now, who are frustrated that you'll have to wait until 2018 to vote for a new member of Congress or until 20 to vote for a new president, you can move your banking account from a DOPL bank. And chances are, if your banking account is at a bank, it's a DOPL funding bank.
I mean, it's the age-old saying goes is that you also vote with your purchases.
Yeah.
You also vote with who you bank with. So let's talk about the facility of switching out bank accounts, because if there's one thing that I've been myself even a bit frustrated with the divestment movement is that they make it seem like it's so easy.
Yeah.
How easy would it be for me, sorry everybody, I'm being honest, to move my money from Wells Fargo, yes, I'm guilty, to Aspiration?
Yeah.
What do I have to do? What does the process look like?
Well, it takes about 7 minutes.
Okay.
You have to have a couple of pieces of information. The things you'd expect: social security number, birth date, etc. You have to have the info for the bank account that you presently have, and then you got to go to aspiration.com and log in and sign up.
Excellent. And this Aspiration is also available for residents of the United States who don't have social security numbers?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, well, we're going to get there.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Joe, thanks so much for your
Yeah,
time.
thanks so much.
So great to
Appreciate
meet you.
it.
All right, Aspiration.
Aspiration.com.
Great.